Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I have a showcase for you of a concept that I'm calling the AFK Skeleton XP Farm. That's a pretty self-explanatory name right there. This is something that I built with a little bit of time that I had and I wanted to show you. The concept is really simple, so I'll explain it to you and then go over the details of this farm. Down the bottom here, what we have are a couple of wolves. They're sitting on top of a trapdoor with my player below, who's in survival mode. We've got some carpets, and underneath those are hoppers. And basically, we have a mob spawner over here that's going to bring the skeletons over to this little area where the wolves will track them and eventually kill them. Now, at the moment, what you're seeing is the wolves are actually targeting another skeleton that is going up the elevator over there. And when that one goes out of range, they will then attack the ones down the bottom here. And there you go, they attack two of them, and then they attack the other two. So these are not killed instantly, but that's never a problem, because these guys fall down, they're one hit kill for the wolves, and they don't automatically attack the player or the wolves. So they can actually stand in this area until the wolves decide that they want to attack them. So let's go and have a look at the spawner over here. This is a pretty basic setup. We have a spawner up the top here. We have a 9x9 area around it, which they can spawn in, and then fall down to this water stream that will push them over to a central point. So when they're down in the water here, they're outside of the mob cap range for this mob spawner. That means it will continuously be spawning skeletons at the rate that it does, and then when they get shuffled down here, they get pushed up into an elevator that takes them all the way top. This right here is also outside of the range of the mob cap as well, so that means when the skeletons are here, they're not going to interrupt or affect that mob spawner. So they'll go all the way up to the top here. And then we have a gap at the edge. This is so that one always stands here, and when he falls down from where the block is and not from falling by bobbing up and down in the water. So look at this guy, he's bobbing up and down. You want them to fall directly from this block so that when they hit the bottom, they're going to be one hit kill for those wolves. Now the wolves will never take damage because the skeletons are never aggressive towards them, so you don't have to worry about healing them. This farm will basically run forever. So down the bottom here we've got our hoppers. They lead around into a chest over on this side where I've been doing some tests and collecting lots of arrows, bones and bows, as you can see there. And of course we're collecting XP as well, which the player will attract through the trapdoor down the bottom here. So now we're checking out my character who's standing down here. I've been AFK on this test for about 30 minutes, I do believe. You can see I've got 26 levels of XP, so it's definitely not a fast XP farm, but it is an AFK one. If you've got a spawner near your base and you just want to stand somewhere and do something productive while you're away from the computer, then you can get some skeletons. So you can get some bones, you can get some arrows, and you can get some XP as well, which is all good. So from this side-on view, we can actually see some hangovers from previous tests that I was doing when making this. There is a reason it's set up the way it is. If you're down the bottom there, where there'll be one hit kill from a direct fall, you're going to be out of the range of activating the spawner. So by standing here, we're activating the spawner. These skeletons are going to fall down, come all the way up to the top, and fall down again for the wolves to hit in the most optimal of ways, being outside of the range of the mob cap, and still being activated by the player. So I wasn't going to do a tutorial for this just because I felt like it's actually quite a simple and basic concept to understand. So if you do want some details, you can see the design from the side on here. I'll also include a world download as well if you want to come in here and check it out. So let's go over the details. This room is 9x9. That means this thing's in the center and there's 4 blocks to each side where the wall is. Then there's 2 blocks above, and to get down to the water it's 7 blocks. So there's 4, 5 if we could place it, and 6 and 7 right there. And then we have water sources across the back of our room. Now they're only going to flow out by 8 blocks, so they go over to here. We go down by a block, we put a water source in each corner, and that leads around into the elevator. For the elevator, you want to go in by 5 blocks. You can count all of those, and then from where the stair block is right here, we go up by 23 blocks. So you can see here that we got signs and water alternating. The water is going to cause the skeleton to rise. The sign will allow it to breathe so it doesn't drown. And when we get to the top, this is the 23rd block right here where the sign is, this level right here. So you can see the sign is important because it stops the skeletons from bobbing up and down in the water. Then when another one comes along, he's going to nudge this guy off the edge and he's going to fall from exactly there. So in order for him to fall down and be one hit kill, this floor right here needs to be 1 block lower than the floor of our elevator over there. And then this bit is really simple. We got some hoppers leading around into a chest. We have a stair block above that so you can still open the hopper. We got a gap here for the tamed wolves to go into the room, and of course we got our trapdoor where the player stands under. And just in case you were wondering, this little area right here isn't important in the slightest. This was just a little observation area for me to come out and check up on the spawner. But that's it for this video. I decided to try a different production technique for this one just because I didn't have a lot of time. So let me know what you thought about it. I hope you liked the concept, and I hope you got enough information to rebuild this yourself if that's what you wanted to do. There is a world download in the description box, but that's it from me. This video, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.